Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. So today, we're going to be doing the usual ranked matches, but we're doing it a little bit differently. These are actually replays of mine that I've just saved a couple. And I'm just going to go ahead and do post commentary on them because one thing I've noticed is that I play Street Fighter a lot better when I'm not on recording or on stream. I do a lot better when I don't do that, so I wanted to go ahead and just play some games offline, or not offline, but like off recording, off stream, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of go over them and see like, okay, what are the changes I need to be making? Let me look at my issues. I do have some of the YouTube comments from the previous videos laid out in front of me as well, so I can kind of read over those as well. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing today. So to start off with, that first round went about as usual. One thing I did notice that one of the YouTube comments pointed out the other day to me is that I jump a lot with no reasoning as to why. Like, I jump without having a reason. And I noticed it like right there. I really didn't need to jump there. If anything, jumping kind of put me in a worse spot. And I know that I have a tendency to jump a lot, but I went back and watched some of my matches, and I've noticed that in Street Fighter especially, I jump way too much. Like, I feel like I jump more often than not because I just get like nervous or like scared in the middle of a match, so I'll just jump because I'm like, oh, I don't know what else to do, let me just go ahead and try to jump in. And it usually ends up going pretty bad for me. I'm pretty sure in this match right here, we'll get an example of a really bad jump. Yeah, right here. I try to jump forward for no reason. I didn't need to, especially with that low health, and I just get anti-aired easily. So that's definitely something I need to keep in mind for future matches. But let's see what else we can notice here. So right there, we got a punish counter medium punch, but we didn't do anything to convert off of that. I really need to get better at confirming my hits, because a lot of times I will just not believe in them. You know, like I'll just be like, oh, this ain't gonna hit, and then it hits and I don't get anything off of it. So that's definitely, like right there, there's another one. It happens quite a bit. So that's definitely something I need to work on, is just getting used to like confirming my hits. And right there is the biggest issue, as you can see, about happened again. And that is comboing. I definitely have an issue with doing target combos way too much. Like right there, I did it again. But I am working on that. But let's go ahead and go to the next replay. So as I was saying, I am working on getting better combos for Ryu. It's just, I'm a very slow learner when it comes to fighting games. I'm still relatively new to them, in my opinion, because I didn't really learn how to play a fighting game until Dragon Ball FighterZ. And that was a few years after it released. Like, I think when I actually started like learning how to play fighters and not just like button mash on it, would have been around the time when UI and Kefla's release was around the time when I actually decided, like, let me learn how to actually play a fighting game, you know, like learn how to actually do combos and stuff rather than just auto combos. And even then, I learned like the bare minimum basics for fighters, and it wasn't until DNF Duel came out why I actually like learned how to play a fighting game, in my opinion. DNF Duel is still the only game I've competed in tournaments in, and I'm not an amazing player at DNF or anything, but I like to think I'm at least an intermediate or above average player for DNF. But with DNF, there's definitely a lot of mechanics in there that probably don't translate as well as a Street Fighter. That was a really good choice in my opinion. I think I was smart for that, the drive impact right there. I don't think Ed can drive impact while he's holding that, so I think that was super smart on my part. But maybe not, but I honestly really like that choice there. But yeah, right there, I managed to react with drive impact, thank God. That's definitely something I've been working on. And right here, look at that, an actual punish. Granted, it's a very simple punish. It's just heavy punch, drive rush, heavy kick, repeat. It's a donkey kick or blade kick, and then level 3. It's a simple punish, but it's better than what I used to do with just going and do like a target combo and stuff. So I am learning, but like I said, it's gonna take me a while. That is my go-to, basically, is the whole heavy punch, heavy kick, drive rush loop. I still haven't learned other combos yet that don't require as much drive rush meter, but overall, I'm happy with knowing that. That has definitely won me quite a few matches. Oh, right there, I could have got the win if I just confirmed the punch. But luckily, we drive rush, and we get the light kicks to end with the drive impact. So we managed to get the win here, but you can definitely see my issues still flaring up quite a bit here in this edit match. But compared to the past 2 videos I've released, I think you can definitely see a huge not a huge improvement, but a decent amount of improvement in my gameplay. So let's go ahead and move on to another replay. And I'm just going straight up my replay list, so I don't know whether or not these are good matches. I might look really stupid, but I'm just going straight up. I don't know, these matches might be a little old. Like, I think these matches might be from a week or 2 ago. The last video was full of matches from about 3 weeks ago. So it's definitely some time in between these sessions. So you might see some crazy improvement, or you might see some drastic fall off, because I might have forgotten everything I did the previous time I played Street Fighter, which might have been weeks ago, or a week ago at that point. Because usually I try to play Street Fighter 6 every other day, like at least 2 matches every other day. Try to fit it into my schedule to do that at least, because I don't want to forget all the little stuff I learned. Because when it comes to fighting games, one thing that I've noticed about myself is that I tend to forget things rather quickly. So I definitely do have to play very often to keep myself warm, keep myself, you know, keep myself practiced. I can't just, you know, learn something, do it for a little bit, and then drop the game for like weeks, come back and still be able to do it. I need to keep myself warm. So be prepared to see a bunch of ups and downs in my performances. Like right now, this Honda match, you can definitely tell I'm being a little scared of Honda because of the whole headbutt situation. I don't think we've seen a headbutt yet this round though. Right now I'm doing well so far. I managed to keep him pretty contained. I did take some hits that I probably shouldn't have, but overall we got the round win. Now we move on to the next round. I think he starts to do the headbutts in this round, or maybe not. Right there we got a nice DP. I did see the drive impact coming, but instead of doing drive impact, I think I got medium kicked out, because I still do have that was a bad drive impact on my part. I still do have a tendency to panic when seeing drive impacts, and that's one thing I definitely do need to get over, because if I panic, I'll end up usually clicking another button instead of just hitting my drive impact macro, and that's gonna get you killed a lot of times. So hopefully I'll start to, you know, get rid of that habit, but it's gonna be a rough one to break. Now right here, I'm playing a little bit more cautious after that last round, especially because that last round went by super fast. And here we go, now we're starting to get the headbutt shenanigans here. Now, as far as I'm aware, the way to combat the headbutt stuff is just basically parry it, or perfect parry it. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like that. And I actually don't know the counterplay for the butt slam thing. I think it's also just parrying it, but I'm not entirely positive. Maybe you're supposed to anti-air it. I'm not sure, but as you can see here, I'm definitely being very... I'm not, you know, I'm just kind of staying back. I'm letting him control the pace. And this is something I actually wanted to talk about, and that was a good punish by him. And that is how to play Street Fighter 6. Basically, what I'm saying is, and I didn't realize it until a comment pointed it out to me, but when I go into these matches, I actually don't have a game plan. Like, my game plan is basically to see what the match goes like and just try to adapt to it on the go. And now, while that might seem kind of like, oh, that, you know, that's kind of smart, you know, like adapting to the match as you go. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to adapt. But the way I'm doing it isn't technically the correct way of doing it, because what I'm really letting happen is I'm letting my opponent control the pace of the match, and for them to instill their own game plan on me. And letting that happen easily can definitely get to the point of being very oppressive. And it makes it very hard to deal with it and to adapt, because then it's like, well, if I'm going to be adapting to this, then I need to be stopping their game plan. But instead, I'm just sitting back thinking like, okay, what do I do here? What do I do here? And I think it's very obvious to see in these Honda matches. I'm just letting the Honda kind of do whatever he wants, you know? He's setting the tempo of the match. He's staying in the ranges where he wants to stay, to where he can do headbutt. He can do that big old butt slam. I'm just letting him do what he wants instead of trying to put my own game plan into action or trying to instill my own offense. I'm just staying on the back foot, which is something I definitely do need to change. After seeing that comment, it really gave me a revelation that, you know what, that's entirely true, because it just looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, let's be honest here, it really does look like I'm kind of just doing whatever. Let's see, do I get the punish here or do I mess it up? I do mess it up. I accidentally get the target combo, and we get level 3'd, and now we'll go ahead and end the match. But yeah, I think these two Honda matches were a perfect example of that issue I have with my game, and that I let the opponent take control of the match and set their own pace, and I basically put myself on the back foot, which is something that I need to change. So let's go ahead and hop into the next replay. Alright, the next set turned out to be another Honda player as well, so this will be interesting to see the difference between this Honda and the last Honda we just fought, and how well I change to see what's going on, or if I continue to make the same mistakes. So let's see here. I'm setting back, I'm just kind of letting out the Hadoukens. So it looks like I want to kind of zone him out here. But now I start making my way in. I'm still doing that same issue of jumping too much. Like right there. I'm still jumping way too much. Right there, I didn't realize the Honda was plus. But it does seem like I'm dealing with the butt slams a little bit better this time. Nice grab on the drive impact. Going for that drive impact there, though, was kind of risky because he could have drive impact me back. I end up getting hit with the command grab, and that's definitely one of my biggest issues in this game, is getting grabbed or command grabbed off a jump. Lily players do it to me all the time. Honda players do it to me. Luckily, I get away with it with Keith. Keith doesn't give me too much issues, but Manon as well does the same thing to me. Round start DP on my part. I don't know if that was on accident or on purpose. That kind of surprised me that that happened. Let's see here. I'm still continuing to jump. Going for the Hadouken. End up getting punished by the EX headbutt. But yeah, we're still getting the same issue here. The Honda player is just all up in my face. He's enforcing his offense with the, I don't know what that move is called. The million slap moves, let's just call it that. And I'm just letting him. I'm just constantly backing up, letting him get into me, and taking up all the space and letting him do what he wants. Which is hopefully something I fix in the next round, or next match. Let's go ahead and see what goes on in the next one. Yes, it is. Okay, I clicked on this match and I was like, wait, is this the same Honda player? And it is. So yeah, this whole set is against the same Honda player. So let's go ahead and see if I do fix some of my mistakes here. Once again with the round start DP, I feel like I'm going for the round start DP to stop the butt slam, but I'm not sure that's really the best way to go about it. Or maybe I was doing it for the headbutt. I'm not sure, but regardless, we're kind of getting the same issues here. Right there, I did anti-air the jump with the back kick. Nice punch in the drive impact, but unfortunately, they caught onto it, and they hit me with their own drive impact back. One issue that I do have, and I don't know if it's just me, I mean, it is just me, but like, I feel like I burn through drive gauge very quickly compared to other players. I don't know what it is. Like, I just feel like I constantly am running out of drive gauge, and I don't like being in burnout. But maybe I just have to come to the terms that being in burnout isn't bad, especially if I have a bunch of health left still. Like, being in burnout with low health is extremely bad in my opinion, but like when I have like over 50% health, being in burnout is perfectly fine. Maybe that's something I just have to realize. But like right here, like I feel like I'm already out of drive rush or drive meter, so I went ahead and just did the level 3 early. That way I wouldn't put myself in burnout. But honestly, putting myself in burnout would have probably been fine because I still had a whole lot of health left. There's very little chance he would have been able to kill me during that whole burnout recovery. So maybe that's something I have to become more accustomed to, is letting myself burn out early in a match, so that way I can get the full use out of my drive meter, and then make sure I still have a decent chunk amount left here towards the end, where by having enough left I can essentially end the match. But it looks like the Honda's gonna get my number here, because oh no, we got lucky. And we do get the punish to get the kill. Alright, nice. So we definitely played that round a lot better. I feel like I didn't let the Honda control the pace as much, but now it's 1-1. So let's go ahead and see whether or not I take the set, or if I end up losing the set. So in the first match, it felt like the Honda was just basically all over me. I was just on the back foot. I was letting him control the pace of the game. And in the second match, it felt like I did a lot better to combat that. Now the question is, do I keep it up in this match? Let's see. Already, I'm just on the defensive. Right there, I need to get better about confirming my hits. I got a nice medium kick and I didn't confirm it. There, I confirmed a hit, but unfortunately, I dropped the combo immediately after. So this is definitely a big issue, and it's probably my most glaring issue, is just not confirming my hits. Right there. Oh, we dropped the punish. Oof. But we're doing fine. I feel like we're still doing pretty well. We're not letting him control the pace. Right here, though, he is starting to push me back. Alright, decent response, but not the best in my opinion. I do need to find out how to exactly deal with the butt slam. If it's something I just need to parry, then I need to be willing to parry it. And right there, I went for the mistake of trying to headbutt, or trying to drive impact the recovery of the headbutt, and it did not work out for me. But yeah, I was definitely struggling with the... Ooh, that was nice. The double air medium punch. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it seems like I got flustered by that super, because now I'm just kind of... Yeah, I'm being extremely aggressive here, but not in a good way. I'm just trying to land a big punish, I feel like. And now I'm out of drive meter, which is definitely a bad spot to be in, especially with low health, because now, look at the chip damage. Oh wait, that wasn't chip, that was just me getting hit. Alright, never mind. Forget what I said. But yeah, it definitely felt like after getting hit by that level 1 super... Was it level 1 or level 2? But regardless, getting hit by that super definitely frazzled me, and it made me just play really dumb and aggressive at the end, and the Honda player took complete advantage of that. Alright, here we go. This is a one and done, so I figured we might as well use this one to end the video. Let's see here what we got. So I know that my commentary for some of these matches hasn't probably been the best. I've probably been kind of saying the same thing over and over, but I mean, the issues are there. It's very apparent, and looking at the YouTube comments and watching it back, I can see it very easily. So I think it's definitely helpful for me to be going back and watching these. Ooh. I'm surprised I didn't respond there. So the question is... why did I not... I feel like I would have noticed the drive impact. I'm surprised I didn't drive impact after the medium kick. Are you able to... I'm not even sure if I'm able to drive impact after medium kick, but if you're able to drive rush, you should be able to. Right there, I'm taking advantage of the burnout. Worked out pretty well for the most part. I got the grab, surprisingly. It was a counter hit, so it looked like he was probably going for a button. I'm letting this guy get away with drive impact quite a lot on me. Ooh. That drive rush goes far at times. And we get grabbed to end the match. Oh, damn. That match kind of took a turn at the end. I felt like I was doing pretty well, but I ended up losing the round regardless. Let's see, do I make the comeback though? Okay, so it looks like we're getting into the fireball war. I try to close the distance. Right there, once again, doing a jump for no reason into a DP. Which, yeah, it's just a hit. But over the course of a match, the damage really starts adding up. Decent little punish. We get the heavy punch into the blade kick. Set up a charge. That's something I really want to start doing more of as well, is making sure I have charge up. So I think I'm definitely going to be looking to end a lot more of my combos with blade kick. That way I can get a charge going at the same time after it. Because I definitely do want to learn how to do the charge combos, because that is where you can get a really good amount of damage from those. So it's going to be very much in my interest to learn that and to make sure I always have charge going. So right here, we're just kind of in a neutral off, trying to figure out who wins this. And right there, I managed to react to the drive impact, but I get the kill though. I do not. We get the Hadouken. So right there, I could have probably found a different route that killed. I did have level 3, but I obviously didn't want to use it. So I would want to save it for the last round. Plus, it would have been a waste to use it at that point. And oof, Nice. I'm assuming I go for the full punish here. I do, and I drop the punish. So I'm still learning to get that consistently. Nice grab to stop the drive impact. Right there. That is something I started practicing, which is actual Oki. And trying to learn how to do the setups, like doing stuff where like you do 5L or standing light punch to do the frame kill. Or doing stuff like a meaty... I don't know what that ham blast thing he does is called. I like to call it the Rasengan because that's what it reminds me of, but I know that's not the actual name. But I have been trying to slowly instill that into my game. It's just remembering all the information, especially when I don't play as often as I probably should. It definitely becomes an issue for me, but overall, watching through these replays, I think you can definitely tell that I am playing better than what I was in those 2 previous videos. But as you can see, I definitely still have issues, especially in those Honda matches. In those Honda matches, I feel like you could really see how glaring my issues were. In the Ed match at the beginning, you could also kind of see them, but I was able to overcome them. I feel like this Ken match was probably my most complete match of the video. It's probably the one where I played the best. But overall, let me know what you guys saw in the comments below. If there's anything you think I missed in the replay. And as always, I always appreciate the help, guys. It's going to take me a while to get to Masters. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm expecting this to be like months like down the line. Hell, we might be all the way in Season 3 of Street Fighter by the time I have a chance to even get into Masters. I'll probably be getting to Diamond 4, Diamond 5 at that point, hopefully. But I'm in it for the long haul. I really do want to learn, because stuff I learn here will help me in the future with other fighting games or with DNF Duel, Fighters, MVCI, Dengeki, all these other random fighting games I play. So definitely want to learn, even if I don't find Street Fighter 6 all that fun. It's definitely still something I want to get good at, or be decent at. So as always, thank you guys for the support. Make sure you leave a like, comment below what you guys think I should work on, or what some of the things you see, or what kind of type of content you guys would like to see. I know this is a little different from the other Street Fighter videos I've done so far. So just let me know your thoughts below. But as always, God bless, happy gaming. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day / night, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.